Forsaken, abandoned to the dark, what choice but to follow the flame? To seize the world with this fire is to see it burn first.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 5 of our Astragoth Ironhand Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here to grab ourselves a new military convoy and figure out who exactly we're going to be sitting on now. It looks like Dipti, the great Karazmonger, has the Kadai domination. So his Kadai are going to have more armor, more melee defense, and he's going to have Kadai units, including a destroyer, which is amazing. We'll go ahead and hire him and add him on in. And we actually have an ancillary that allows him to gain some experience every turn for Kadai, or at least gives them more experience for their battles, which is going to be quite good. We have only really gold to send out still, so let's go ahead and trade as much gold as possible. And I think we might even sitting up to the Valerie here. We're trying to boost relations with them even further. We could just go over to the Haunted Forest, get some more dead goodies. We'll be getting a lot out of the Wizard Caliph's Palace for how far we're traveling. 600 labor. I'm thinking we might just go to the Silver Tower of Sorcerers here and bring back some good rubble. Although, man, over here at the Wizard Caliph's Palace, it takes the longest, but it is so the best bang for our buck here. So go ahead and send them on out. We'll go ahead and zoom to this convoy leader as well. We'll go ahead and give him a potion of healing so that way he doesn't get wiped out. And then I'm going to go ahead and hand you, sir, the Kadai Hellsmith, which will give them more experience gain. 10% more. Sweet business. They're out and moving. Dipti, the great Karazmonger. It's not a good every time I come on in here. This tower looks fantastic. Well done, modders. So we've got Astragoth jumped on through in the tunneling stance. Rebits can't quite reach us. We've got Grimgore here trying to build up another army. If we can try to draw them over, and even if they come over here after us together at the same time, I think we can hold them in the underways. So let's try it. Bruce, we're going to have... I would like to try to go for an ambush here. But this hero here would likely spot us. Going for that ambush, it would be quite fantastic. Though he's not going to go for us because he can't reach anyway. So I guess that'd be dumb. Unfortunately. We'll go ahead and save up some gold. Overseer's Tower is very expensive. 5,600 here. Expensive or not, we could just go ahead and snag it. That way it's building on that. Then we can also bank that money just in case. Then Bruce has not been moved. He's not happy about it. I think he'll survive. Not much to do besides. We just need to move on through and try to crack down on these two armies. He went from rank 1 to what do you rank now there, Grimgore? Rank 20. Still higher than us though. We're his only war at the moment, which means the next war is coming directly towards us. Alright, convoy over here for completing your journey. We'll go ahead and give you cargo capacity, and then probably better scales now. We'll start working on both of these two buffs. Skip through, and then end the turn. That's right, Olaf. What do you want now? A non-aggression pact? Once more. I mean, we're just friendly and just fine without all the different commitments. No thanks. We don't need to be tied down to the Norskins too much here. So Grimgore's just going to hide and need to build up more units. I mean, fair enough. There's no reason not to. If you can recruit Blackworks already, that is a terrifying prospect there. Frag's going up to tier 3. Maggot Host is gone, and now the Sword of Cain has changed hands. That does tend to do all the time. Black Gem of Nar. Makes them invulnerable to damage, but no melee attack. I mean, even at 0 melee attack, you still have an 8% chance to hit. So maybe you get really lucky. We've got a Banner of the Khanate as well. Need to buff up our Hobgoblins. That's pretty nice. We do need to now lure Grimgor into a fight he can't handle. We just go ahead and secure this final military district here, make sure we're getting all the extra movement, but I think that'd be kind of foolish. We'll save for this tier 2. Astragoth only claimed 2 seats. Hopefully he's got enough for the third one soon. He's decided he's going to be rude. Which I can see. Like, Gorfang is going after Khalid. So it will be interesting to see who ends up winning that one. We will then have greenskins to our south as well, which is spooky. All the upgrades there are nearly done. Here at the challenge stone. If I had the gold, I would definitely be going for another prototype makeup order. Locks recruitment. Global duration for all units, period. Or we get the lava fields for those bull centaurs. Having all of our recruitment in the same general vicinity is a pretty good idea. Interesting, though, that Astragoth wants you to build up buildings that are kind of antithetical to what you're going to be trying to wield here with the Demon Smithy. Do we start off with the render building over here? Is that why? Oh, okay, cool. That's why. I'll talk some smack, but no real reason to. Need another Taruk, but at a cost that we cannot afford. Got just enough labor. We really need to get into another fight. But not with like 4,000 greenskins out of nowhere. We need the magic we're going to be doing with that. So what's the plan here? I think the underway would be really useful for us. I'm sure they've got a few archers, but it's mostly frontline. We can bog them down in the underway pretty easily. Alright, Bruce, can we bring you through? Now you're just not quite as good at moving through the tunnels. Alright, so after Astragoth, we swap you over into ambush. We're just in a really bad place if that doesn't go right. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump through. I think we do want to jump through in the underways. Swap you over into ambush. Head on right over in front. This is quite... This is quite aggressive. We use the underways here, jump in behind Astragoth. We'll have them kind of stand firm against Grievous and Grimgor. If we get the ambush, we're in a really good spot. If not, we're still, I think, just fine. Spend a little bit of raw materials on the tribute collectors there. And everything else will save. Beautiful stuff. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, we managed to ambush Grievous, and he doesn't have his wall army with him either. That is perfect. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and give the Banner of the Khanate down here to Oglacon's Wolf Boys, and let's proceed to feast. Alright, rarely do the gambits actually pay off. Let's start deployment, and we will go ahead and actually set up. I'm going to have the Red Rust just kind of floating over here where they're going to try to flee to. And also, let's go ahead and look at our horrifying Chaos Dwarf Sky Junk. I mean, yeah, that's nice and industrial. I mean, it makes sense, kind of. Well done there, modders. I am impressed. I'm sure this thing is going to just absolutely ruin these guys' day. Alright, what we want to do besides then is we're going to set up the shotgun so they can delete those trolls right off the bat. We want them to set up in a way that they're not going to get immediately charged. We're going to have Astragoth and the Taruk and Hobgoblin just in case, because I really don't trust it. And then we'll go ahead and put in our archers. quite a few speedy boys here. So we're going to go ahead and put the archers in. One here. Two on the sides. We really just want to deal with these trolls first. Then we can move up to deal with everything else. We can't let them escape, though. That's the thing that we really can't. The cons can kind of sit there and make everyone weak to fire. Let's go great weapons, hiding, or just normal. I guess these are great weapons, true. So normal Chaos Dwarves here. Great weapons in the woods. We'll have laborers on either side, just making sure no one gets run up on too much. Secondary great weapons over here. We'll be using our renders to try to catch the infantry afterwards. Alright, main characters, get all in one group here. I'm gonna have Oglicons go with our cavalry. Infantry, and then missiles. Beautimous stuff. But come on over here and watch the havoc. So what do you kind of shoot? Also, can you not target the boss and go after the orc boys behind him? Let's find out. We're missing the shotgun volley, so this better be good. Come on, then. Oh. Shot away was moving so fast. Splashes down. Oh, that's definitely an anti-large shot. Okay, well, we'll use it to try to deal with you there. A couple guys are getting on away. We'll make sure our orcs move in to deal. The rook, you come on with. Run them down. I like the trolls, their health bar still trying to catch up to the amount of health they lost. There we go, perfect. Alright, let's get the renders moving then. We'll have them go after the orc boys that are trying to flee. Get over here so you can drop your Dreadquake bomb. Looks like a lot of the enemy here is going to try to get on away, which is very fair. The armor of contempt these guys as they come on in. Oglicons get up and after Durkit Squigs. You and only you. They do have the nasty skulkers in there, which is quite obnoxious. Alright, drop that Dreadquake bomb. That's incredible. Eat and weep, skulkers. Oh, we can just drop another one already? Okay, then. Go ahead and activate Blood for more speed. And then drop another Dreadquake. Oh, you lucky. We clip both of them. Pull them on away. Wow, that's strong. Just 3 drops of a Dreadquake. That's no big deal with really no cooldown. We're gonna blend through here, force them to come back towards us. How are things going into the side? Looks like perfect. A couple of our archers got shot at. Drop the bomb. I mean, yeah, that's a thing. They've realized that they're absolutely the danger. Get in there, units. Catch whoever you can. No one else is really going to have the speed to do anything. Alright, Renders, I'm going to count on you to catch as many of these fleeing units. If we don't catch that many of them, it's going to be kind of a waste. That's a beautiful charge. Look at that health bar drop. Nasty Skulkers are just hard to hit. Go ahead and swap over to shooting at these clowns. The old boom. You can slow everyone down with the Ash Storm. I think is a good call. One more charge. You guys keep hunting down this group. Come on through. Renders. These orc boys that are fleeing, you can come in and get another nice rear charge there. Gordos, welcome. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's a buff. I forget. That's not a debuff. That is a positive. Yeah, there's the win. Alright, we're going to round up as many of these orcs as possible, and I'll catch you on in just a moment. Alright, we'll take a decisive victory, but a lot of them did manage to escape. It's unfortunate. We did delete 2 of the I guess I guess 2 of the ROR units, maybe 3. 3 of the ROR units, and then a couple, a good half of the army is gone, but that's not as many as we would have wanted. We'll go ahead and take the extra labor. And now they're coming in together. Oh, he still has his wall. Interesting. Alright, well this time it's going to give us a period victory. They're going to attack Grimgor or Astragoth directly. That's a pretty good choke point right there if we can move up into it. Let's go for it. Let it begin. Alright, well this choke point here is very perfect. I just don't know if we can handle that many orcs swarming around behind, because they can just pretty easily go avoid it. What we'll do is we'll pull over to... The terrain is just not in our favor here. We can take this hillside here, but they can still pretty easily just swarm around the side and kind of avoid our main battle lines. Although... Or our blunderbusses correctly. We'll have the orc laborers this time being the catch for who's coming after them. Normal Dawies are in behind. Well, I guess we'll pull them in a little bit further back. We have the archers in place on both sides here. Grab the third unit, putting them in behind the shotguns themselves. There we go. A lot of orcs coming our way. What we're going to do immediately is we're going to fall back between these two choke point positions here. And we can have our renders handle anything that's trying to come through that direction. So let's have the ones with shields up front. Dual axes slightly behind them. Ogla Khans taking the position. Our flyer. Annihilating them from range. I do believe Gordas is on his giant wolf, so he is a much more agile sniper of heroes now. We'll have him in with the front line to start. So we'll grab all of our single entities. I'm gonna have the Red Rust with the missile troops. We'll have you guys in a group, missile troops, and then have. We have a minute 19 before our reinforcements. They've got a minute 54, so they're unlikely to charge us. We'll find out, though. We have the Red Rust bombarding them, so they're not going to like that one bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and fall back. I'd say to about here. Try to force them to break around to that middle position. We'll have our 2 renders hold this flank. Ogla Khan and Astragoth can go cause some problems. We want the Taruk up as a nice shield. I'm gonna have the Red Ruin start sniping. We could have it snipe their lore, that'd be perfect. Let's go after the larger targets. Speed things along as everyone moves. Ogla Khans, make sure you're keeping to the flanks. Screaming across the skies. It moves fairly quickly. What is the speed on you? 80? Blows up. Definitely overkilling a couple of those mangy marauders, but if we can sear them off, then we don't have to deal with them here in a bit. Go ahead and chuck in some magma of these clowns. It's at least a really cool looking shot, if it doesn't do that much damage. Reinforcements have arrived. In fact, we're kind of wasting. Take you off fire at will, and let's go ahead and fall back to kind of the front part of the line. Gets, we need you to kind of bog anyone down that's trying to come through these positions. We'll have center. The last group going to come over here on this side. Hobgoblin Cutthroats. Be in line with the orcs, kind of forcing them to stay there. We'll have orcs take up both positions here. even if that's the position they're taking. Warworks coming in from behind, so we'll just gotta have them be the reserves. We've got plenty of them. Oh, I thought I grabbed... Interesting. That's fine. Since you were a death mage on a bull, we'll have you kind of come on over. Keep launching these shots at Mogrub's mangy marauders. You should win that duel pretty easily. Gotta keep dancing in and out. Use your magic on the right stuff. In fact, go ahead and charge them down there, Taruk. There we go. Should scare them off pretty much immediately. Here comes Grimgor and his boys. We'll just have our flying lord here come on over and drop a Spirit Leech on Grievous. Goblins. Your job is to be a tar pit. Wolf Riders coming up on this side. Everyone keep falling back. The Mangy Marauders have decided that they are, in fact, going to stay. Take down a good deal of those goblins. They're falling back. Not really very worried here. Are they keeping Grievous back? He must be in the woods somewhere there. That's fine. Keep kind of moving on around together here. Keep Astragoth away from Grimgor. Keep our skirmish cav causing issues for his own. Try to annihilate the Death Creepers there. You can just really slow this group down, but it's not super useful. In fact, I've taken you off fire at will for quite some time. Red Rust, back on fire at will. And I would say we'll have you picking off one of the two heroes. So Spirit Leech on the other one. Have them fall back just a bit. Keep skirting the edges. They have the Black Orcs on that side, but the other flank is incredibly weak. If we work our way over here, we'll be able to run them over pretty aggressively. Go ahead and move the shotguns up just a bit. There we go. Alright, we'll have you come on through. Not all the enemies even able to come on into the battle. Keep falling on back there, archers. We'll have you lot go for another Spirit Leech on this hero. He's flammable. Rook and Astragoth charge together there. Keep you Wolf Raiders moving off to the side there. Oglicons. I don't think you'll be able to shoot the gab, but let's try it. We'll have them help. Getting some really good hits on that hero. Alright, let's go land in these orc boys here. Astragoth, you guys need to fall back. I realize I've left you in with Grimgor. Come on away. Give you that extra speed. I know he's probably slowed you down too, but let's do what we can. Run this group down next. Oglicons. After these archers. In fact, we have both of you guys come through after the archers. Run, boys. Goblin slaves getting run down, which is perfectly fine by me. Ah, these raiders got caught. Not exactly what I wanted. Armor of Contempt for the front line. Third in charge. Let's bring the sneaky gits round. Keep working together. And that hero is gone. Let's start shooting this one next. In fact, we got some Dreadquake batteries to drop. Grimgor has a issue with Astragoth. Let's send Astragoth through and closer to our line. Sneaky Gits come on round. Cutthroats, find a flank and crush it. In fact, you Orc Laborers, you go ahead and stop Grimgore. That'd be just perfect. The Sneaky Gits. Shotguns turn and fire. Let's go ahead and have the Sneaky Gits come through after these Orc boys. Black Orcs fighting your Renders is not a fight for the Renders. Go here and flank this middle position if you can. Yeah, we need to bring you back over here so I can drop the Dreadquake proper. More laborers fill the gap. That hero got deleted. Pull yourself on through. Dreadquake. There's no escape. Next big group for the Dreadquake is over here there, so let's alt-click. Alt-click and drag you over. Red Rust. Land. Went right in over here. We'll have Uglicons come through. They really can't handle that one. Where my other Renders at? Burn back around there. Actually, we're going to get you up in the air and bringing those Spirit Leech over to one of these other war bosses if you can. Goblin Laborers come in, flank this side. We've got lots of Laborers still back here, so let's go ahead and bring them on in. Great weapons here. Get in there. Gorduz. There we go, there we go. Astragoth is dueling with someone he shouldn't be. That Armor of Contempt up. Red Bull, come up to the next group of archers you can find. Start firing that flammable pistol into these Black Orcs here. How my Renders doing? Not fantastically. Drop the Dreadquake. Skadoosh. That gets rid of that group. Run this group down as well. Sneaky Gits, get in there and cut down anything that's trying to run away. Red Rust, turn, and let's get another... We get a bomb drop on these Black Orcs. Right on away. Our Taruk is easily handling himself over there. It's a gigantic battle. Blast apart these Black Orcs. In fact, you're going to help out. You guys move up. Advance. Red Ruin, you're pretty good to just start firing on. It's just a bunch of archers that are coming across the field. That's no trouble. Astragoth is still dueling with Grimgore, so we'll go ahead and try to pull him away, let him kind of weave through. A Flare Pistol, your new job. Now you're deleting these Black Orcs. That's perfect. Spirit Leech on Grimgore. Shotguns. Moving further is going to be bad for your health. Know where you going. Alright, Astragoth, you know what you gotta do. Stop Grimgore for a half moment. Shotguns decided to advance way too far. Alright, all missiles turn and fire on Grimgore. Except for you there, Shotgun. You need to run. Pump them down. We can have the Renders start working on these individual groups of Orc boys. Well, those aren't Renders. These are Chaos Dwarfs. Bring these guys on back. Renders, you ride. That's a broken group of Hobgoblin Archers, or just normal Goblin Archers. Come back here after this group. Lord is running for the hills. We definitely need you guys to get away from those Black Orcs. The extreme isms towards our squishy units. Ride them down. You go ahead and come on back here into these air boys. We'll go ahead and just kind of swoop around. Hit this group. Red Bull, you're in charge now of hunting archers as well. You guys, the Breath of Hatred. There we go, there we go. Definitely need the Armor of Contempt. That's a lot of damage that's going to be flying their way. Astragoth, you're getting clobbered by Grimgore. Let's go ahead and push you away now. Let true servants handle that. You've done enough. Good job with those flare pistol shots. And there we go. Grimgor runs for the hills once more. If we can't use the shotguns to deal with the Black Orcs, but that is that. Another victory against Grimgor. Alright, we secure what is going to be considered a Pyrrhic victory there. We lost a lot of laborers, but I think that's just fine. We didn't even lose nearly as many as Grimgor did. 3,360 falling for his 3 armies there. We're going to go ahead and send them all back to the mines, where they belong. Alright, some Cathayan Confederation going on there. And now Astragoth is a little bit more attack-minded, and now he has gained... Oh, so we didn't get it before. I guess you have to be the commanding general to get Hide Striker. So more armor piercing damage for Astragoth now. Potion of healing, potion of... I guess a scroll of scrying and a sword of battle. Since goblins and their ilk are notably weaker than their larger orcish cousins, it makes sense to assign the heavy-duty tasks to them, which in turn keeps workplace incidents down. So, goblins have the heaviest tasks. Great. So more rush, or I guess less rush construction labor cost, and then our construction for all of our buildings is a little bit cheaper as well. We've got the Granite Guard now, which is an excellent unit of blunderbusses that can dig in, giving them a little bit more range. Oh, and Griebit's sitting outside of Krug Flag, which is an unfortunate... Get out me head! Get out me head! An unfortunate decision. Yeah, we can just draw them all outside of the settlement and destroy them from there. Alright, so from here for Astragoth, we'll go ahead and grab Infernal Lord and Piercing Intellect. Gordos we will give Dodge times 2. Grotesque Mutations to give Kevin Terror. They can be even better against the Greenskins. And then I think even more speed. It's working out pretty well for us. We can now dedicate Bruce as well, giving him a thirst for magic. Extra wins, extra magic item drop chance, extra cooldown reduction. Flesh Sacrifice is Perfect Vigor Unbreakable, and then Voice of Hashut for replenishment, vigor loss reduction, and recruit rank for centaurs and monsters. Sweet. That's the one there. We'll go ahead and give you probably a little bit better... Actually, let's go ahead and buff up the hobgoblins he's going to have. So Fervent Fodder will make them a little bit stronger. We're always going to have a hobgoblin or a laborer front line of some kind. He's got a ton of them right now. Alright, 6,000 gold is a fair bit. In fact, we probably have a ton of labor we can sit on back too. Yep. Back to Zarnagrund with you. Send everyone on back. Gives us up to 142, so next turn we'll be able to claim one of those tier 2 tower slots. Seems like no one wants the last tier 1 one. It's a powerful one, giving us immediate breaches when besieging, so it basically eliminates the need for artillery. But still, put in the gun turrets here at Uzkulak. Oh, hello there, Corson. Have you decided... Oh, you're going up to fight. Yeah, so the Bloody Sword is supposed to only be up north, and I guess they're moving up to fight the Urson Revivalists now. So because we don't call them out for trespassing, they shouldn't cause us any issues. As long as we act nice, they should too. Speaking of, non-aggression pact with the Archaon sounds very good. We can also start trading with him too. I'm not interested in any Beastmen packs right now. It seems to be beneath us as the Chaos Dwarves. Wagon Engineering gives us more raw materials for obsidian and marble, and Extended Shift just gives us more output. As well as that just extra 50 income from all of our scavenger buildings. Let's go ahead and move up through here. We'll build up mandatory service, roaming roundups, and then Scorched Earth. Yeah, well, we'll save up till we have kind of access to living metal. We get more armor and melee defense for our bull centaurs, up to temple training, which drops how much it costs to give us more of them, and gives them all perfect vigor as long as they hit rank 7. And that melee attack also is fantastic. Alright, I don't think we want any upgrades of the Eagle areas. We want to kind of save our gold everywhere but here at the Blizzard Peak. These laborers are likely not long for the world. But I think that's okay. We won't do any more recruiting. We'll just kind of move in here and then fight this battle as is. Step forward, Bruce. Step forward, Astragoth, and let's go ahead and kick them through the wall. Oh, they're willing to stand and fight. If we take the decisive win, we will lose Ogla Khans. So let's not. Alright, so we get lucky here. We can take out this first unit with like, just a couple blasts from the old red rust. And then we can go ahead and have all of our other units set up down here and blast the heck out of everything coming out of this forest. So we'll go ahead and set up our shotguns up here and here. And then we'll throw Ogla Khans up on top. Archers also kind of up and around. Let's make a nice little shooting gallery here for them. Beautiful. We can have Gordas up front, a couple of the laborers as well, just in case anything does make it through. Great Axe lads up the hill. Warriors kind of just right here, stopping anyone from making it through. And more Great Axes probably over here on this side. Full Centaur to Rook. Just stop anyone from trying to move through there. It's gonna be 2 minutes and 30 seconds anyway. We have plenty of time. Alright, so Red Bull will make sure he doesn't make it on over to the rest of everyone else, and then our two Renders can just be back here waiting to charge through, or maybe even do nothing. Let it begin. Just pick him off for me. See if he can out-dodge. Oh, well done. I figured he wouldn't be able to dodge it. Cheeky AI. Not the second time. Take cover indeed. He's rushing for the woods as fast as he can. Just in time, too. Next shot striking one of the trees. I mean, as soon as you get out of the trees, what's the plan? He is moving fast. Ooh, too much damage, though. We'll go ahead and just let them deal with it from here. He should have no chance. We will set this thing up. Right here about. Let me wait to be a minute 30. Look at him run. What's the matter, fool? I am going to go ahead and give the bull Armor of Contempt, though, just to make sure it doesn't take too much damage. The Orc War bosses are not to be underestimated. If he's just going to run, though, the Red Bull should be able to deal with him. No reason to commit both units to that. Yeah. Running for his life. Alright, so we'll speed that out along. Reinforcements are here. Yes, let's await those reinforcements. Cut all of them down. Bring the sneaky gets up to about here. Right behind our dwarves. Everyone else can just kind of sit up. Just wait. Wolf Riders on top of the hill, and then where's that lord at? You don't overhear you. We could use your flare pistol. And here they come. Bound to launch with these of the goblins, even if it doesn't hit the trees. And even if it does, it should blend right through. The poor fools. Only have the one unit of archers, so we'll just scoot you up a little bit further. We can have the Taruk or the Red Bull go over the top and just deal with them. Truthfully, we could also just have Gordas deal with them too. Alright, Red Bull, come on back over now. Here come the trolls. Last but not least. Your job is going to be blasting apart trolls. Taruk. This should be glorious. Armor of Contempt here. Astragoth. We definitely need a Ash Storm to slow everything down. Go for that Breath of Hatred for everything here. Everything we can, one side of them. The old Dwarf kill box. Just have him go through and into these archers in the back line there. We can barely see them. They don't want to advance into the... Well, that's that. Back to ashes you return. Right in another killer blow here for Grimgor's Ard Boys. We will go ahead and... I think this time we do need the replenishment. Durbach. Wonder why you're taking attrition. High Chaos Corruption, all of our wins. Grimgor keeps running away though. He hasn't been felled completely yet. Alright, Astragoth, and now we'll go ahead and give you one more point. Getting that Dark Sacrifice. Which, again, we don't have the Hellhammer just yet, so let's not do that. We'll grab Architect of Evil to drop that upkeep for those Bull Centaur renders, and then give us a little bit of a discount on trying to get more of them, too. Move on into Correct Vrag. Decisive victory. We will continue the siege. We'll bring up the secondary army so they get some experience as well. And we can auto-resolve it, but we will lose the Orc Laborers. I think that's entirely fine. Entirely fine. We shall be claiming this tower. Ooh, for 50 Conclave Influence, we can get it all the way up to... Ooh, 125, we get up to Tier 3. That may be the call here. I've got a Grey Cat on my lap. One moment. Let me adjust you. Wrong thing. I don't know if we want to use our Conclave Influence on getting this thing up to Tier 3 already. That's a lot of resources that we don't have to spend. Let's do it. Burns a lot of our influence, but I think that's incredibly worth it. That's a Tier 3 settlement with the Gem Refinery. So a whole bunch of gold. Alright, so let's immediately go ahead and pop in the Thane Guard. The Donation Barrel. And I guess that's it. We'll continue to work together on dealing with, man, the Dripping Fang. Dripping Fangs are becoming a problem. You never see them do this well. Good on you, Dusty. He's got some Black Orcs. Dusty only usually has goblins. Well, as long as we keep them from coming after us, we should be entirely fine. Raw materials, we'll have 1,000 more here next turn. We need to get a few more outposts under our control. So just to be curious, how much? 337 US more renders. That is quite the discount. Well, Kevin, we'll go ahead and give you that final point into spreading control, so that way the pass is just kind of up and maxed out, ready to go for us. It looks like we're pretty much tapped for the turn. Chimera Plateau. We'll go ahead and start bringing in more servants. Actually, just kidding. I say that. We don't have any outposts here, so it's not worth it. Or maybe just until we can get 200, and then we'll send them back to Zarnigrund. Alright, cool. Looks good to me. Bruce Blackbeard. Can't have you go into any other stances. But moving back towards the Gorger Rock to claim that for us is probably a good call. So we can get another outpost up and running. And then we just had to kick the Dark Elves out. Which is kind of strange. Alyssa from all the way across the sea wishes to speak. Non-aggression pact, but you're fighting against the Slaughterhorn tribe. We're going to see Torox coming all the way across the sea. Tom Cruise running after Alyssa here. Alright, some ogre mercenaries. We have to trade 1,000 of our treasury for some man-eaters. Probably not a bad call. They usually do that right before they have you get ambushed. Pearl is back and ready for duty, and the top knots have appeared. Oh, perfect. More labor. Not the sophisticated kind, but the kind you can put to work in a heartbeat. Gearbox staying right as far as we can move to try to lure us in. It's a bold strategy. Which is what I've seen before. Alright, Bruce, we'll have you come on up to Gorger Rock. Go ahead and settle this for colonize as a outpost. We'll have the gold to even build that up. Well, that's embarrassing. Trade with Archaon sounds good to me. See if that makes Zatan mad at us. I'm assuming he's not going to like Archaon all that much since he was bullying, Oh no, he doesn't care. Has no cares whatsoever. Alright, well, Gormandi, if I go for your non-aggression now, how much are you going to give me?
A fist fight or both?
Very poor. What about you, Clan Ferric? Also very poor. Nope, you can go ahead and be quiet now. With the least threatening rat on the entire map. What is going on with the seas? Why are they purple? What's going on with the sea? Is that because of Slanesh corruption? It's purple all the way out here. What is that? It must be Slanesh corruption. Could be some kind of weird visual issue with the mods. I'm not really sure. Let's go for more Conclave influence. More Conclave influence, and then here's the Challenge Stone. We can get more control with the patrol routes, as well as more movement. I don't think we care about that so much. I think these get up to eventually giving you faction-wide recruitment rank bonuses. Yes, which is pretty cool. So good in towers that are kind of out of the way. And I think we can handle the army of Durbach here. So we come out of Karak Vrag and go into an ambush. Try to lure them over here. We don't have the gold for the Blazing Beards or the Granite Guard, but that's fine. The only thing we might want here are not the patrol routes, but possibly the ironworks. That way we can just go ahead and get them active. And get some artillery here for the boys. It's a very good idea. Saber Mal's going to take at least 2 turns before we can even go for that there. Workload Gash Kadrak. We will go ahead and just keep sending it. Well, let's actually go ahead and sell some labor off. We need a little bit more money to work with. I'd like to have just a smidgen more in our back pocket here. Spending some of our raw materials here on this gem refinery, I think, is a very good idea. So we'll see if we can get this one in next turn. We also do want an ash level for the Castellan. So let's go ahead and get the ash level in here at the Path to the East. And then here at Gorger Rock, we'll get in the gem refinery. And we have made up our mind. You've got your ambush all set up there, Astragoth. I thought you had a better item. Potion of Speed, we'll go ahead and give you a Potion of Healing instead. Black Gem of Nar is never going to be better than the Stone Mantle. Go ahead and combine these two up, though. Sword of Antiheroes, that's actually way better. Beautiful. Oh, Durbach is not the biggest and baddest, but he thinks he is. We'll just go ahead and finish this one as Ray jumps out of my lap. Thanks for that. We'll go ahead and just finish this one with an auto-resolve. Oh, yoink. Transport everyone on back to Zonnegrund for labor. Alright. Kind of wiping out Grimgor's Ard boys here systematically. After we've got the Creator, we've got ourselves a Demon Flask of Ashak, which is a lovely little vortex that is going to rupture enemies. tend to avoid being ruptured when I can. 16 less melee attack is bad news. And we've got another Hobgoblin standard. Maybe we get so many of these now. Khanate is bringing its banner bearers. Cool, well with that, let's see if we can rush construction here. Correct flag for my artillery. Yes, please. I'm not keen on waiting. I think we will go ahead and, I mean, we can probably send some of these archers over to Bruce, and then replace them with some orc laborers. That way we have at least 2 for the front line. Yeah, I like that idea. So Bruce, come on over here. We've gotten away with kind of avoiding coming out of the Zorno School for a while, which has been pretty nice, but well, actually, the wars of attrition going on over here have kept everyone kind of in check. Us not getting involved has been pretty nice, just dealing with the big problems. Zimpatu. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to do nothing yet, because I did move too far with Bruce. Or at least I need to put Astragoth in the encamp stance first, then have Bruce go ahead and drop off. Swap over these archers. The elite ones can go. We'll grab some elite orc laborers back. And eventually I'm going to get rid of all of the hobgoblins in this army. It's all just going to swap up, so Gorda is going to switch over to Bruce's squad. Actually, we might go ahead and do that now. They've got 1 too many. Send these guys over first. Be careful we don't run out of movement. Let's go ahead and get rid of the non-elite gobos. In fact, we get rid of quite a few because we're going to grab all of the archers. Let's get rid of... Gives us access to 5 more. I'll have you go ahead and take all of these archers here. Thank you, Bruce. And then we'll go ahead and grab on in and grab us some artillery. So I think we're going to start off with just 2 magma cannons. Iron Demons and Skullcrackers are great, but I won't be able to micro that many units all at the same time. We're going to go for the magma cannons for artillery. We'll let these guys be our chargers. We're going to have Ogla Khan swap over to. Let's get 2 magma cannons. Take 2 turns there for them. Which will allow Grimgor to build up a little bit, but I think we can handle it. We'll also grab these Bull Centaur renders, spend all the rest of our gold. Perfect. And then I think we will go ahead here into the Hellforge and get us access to a few more warriors. I don't think we can even recruit the blunderbusses just yet. Those come through the main infantry line, which we just don't have yet. Not yet. So let's real quick then grab the gem refinery here at Krugvrag. Tribute collectors are nice too. Still nothing up to the challenge. We definitely need more defenses than the challenge stone, but I don't think that Archaon's going to come after us. You can tell how much trust I have for it. Alright, in terms of what we can really do, we're fairly limited. Let's get the extra gold here in Krugvrag. We can go ahead and send some of the labor. Really only here at the Path of the East. We'll sell it back as gold. And here at the Chimera Plateau, perfect. We'll go ahead and stop collecting labor here. Tempted to sell more, but we really can't. Means we can actually settle the Gorger Rock as intended. I think that is about it in terms of actual buildings. If we do any hero recruitment, we got access to 4 Demon Smiths and 4 Taruks, so it's time to start grabbing Taruks and bringing them on over. For metal gives them Blood Greed. Yes, sir. And then we'll go ahead and just grab the impatient one, too. I am indeed impatient. Awesome. We'll give you the Demon Flask and the Black Gem. Well, we don't really need to have both, do we? That's way over the top. You can have the Black Gem. Spencer's Blades, and then Dawnstone to Sword of Battle. Pretty good stuff there. Go ahead and give out your skills then. Let's go trading, Spread Control, Survivalist. And just the same thing here. Perfect. So you're the one with Blood Greed, are you not? You're the impatient one. Yeah, they can both go over there and join up with Astragoth. Just come on in here. 9, he says. The extra movement one, we're going to have to keep an eye on the war between the undead and the greenskins. And then I think I will not grab the warmonger. Alright, perfect. Well, that's all the time I have got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Astragoth Ironhand campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. See you on the next one.